welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall alternated. We've cleared out the vault, and we're currently on level 5, and we need to leave. I lost my little drone. The drone got shot up. Hopefully it'll be back at base. If not, well, yeah, that would be problematic. Alright. Got schematics. Broken drone. 91612. I wonder if that's the code for the administration. Let's go to the employee only. Okay, stay on this floor. Yeah. So, what was the strange code? 91612. Press enter. I don't know what the admin password is. It must have been something we could either bribed or got off someone, I suppose. Alas. Ground floor. Now let's get out of here before we cause too much issue. Now we could give... I don't want to give drugs to her because it doesn't serve any purpose. This person's glitched out and is just T-posing. Who's Frank? Pinned to the floor manager's too expensive for his neighbourhood and too baggy for his suit is the name Frank. Yeah, what you want? Reluctantly, he shifts attention away from the Elvis dancers swaying in front of him. Tell us it's free, lie. Sarah needs your elevator key. She says it's important. Sarah? She needs something from me? Ah, that we can, yeah. Sounds like she was in a bad way. If you care about her, you better help her out. I can't leave this floor key on duty and all that, and I can't hand out the key. I can open the elevator back up, though. You can let her know. I can make that happen. Okay. Rubs hands together, Betty contained a look of excitement in his eyes. Radio's open. When you see Sarah, tell her that I'm glad she's okay, right? Make sure she gets that it's me that helped her. Sort of thing. Optional. Talk to Frank. Okay. That doesn't matter. I'm not going to talk to him in case he starts a fight. I don't want to start a fight in the middle of this place. Let's just leave. Hey, thanks for the assist. Can't tell you how happy I am to leave this place. Keep your thanks, just business. No problem. Let's just go no problem. Blitz nods to you, then probably change the subject. Say, you wouldn't happen to need a Nova hot decker, would you? Because I suddenly find myself unemployed. I'm a decker, so no, I'm afraid not. Position, decker. Yeah, let's go with the decker. I'm a decker, so no, I'm afraid not. The position's been filled. Oh, damn well, I have some rigging skills, I can do that. 2, I'm pretty handy with a gun. Worst case scenario, another warm body to fill the ranks if somebody takes a hit. Come on, buddy, let me sign up with you. I won't regret it. Okay, fine. Welcome aboard. Excellent. Fantastic. I promise you, you won't forget it. Blitz joined your team. Your team makes its way back to the nearest U-Bar station. 20 minutes later, you're on the return trip to the bazaar, leaving the filth of Dragon Kipper far behind. But the image screen Winter's... You left one of the discs you pulled from Winter's safe to the light, reflections dance off its surface. With luck, you soon have answers for what you're looking for. Crew advancement available. As you lead your team through the shadows, your companions will continue to develop and learn new combat skills. Click the icon in the lower right hand corner of the screen to open your crew advancement menu. When the icon is highlighted, one or more of your companions is eligible to learn a new combat skill. At each advanced level, you may choose one or two possible combat skills for each runner. Choose wisely. Okay. So we do have our little drone back. Excellent. Now, I should probably... So, who do we have? So we get to choose stuff. Okay. So... we can get steady aim. Eiger gains sniper rifle ability that increases accuracy by 35% for one shot, costing 2 AP. Or shotgun specialist. Eiger gains a shotgun ability that balances the target. That's not great. I'm probably going to go with the sniper. It's long range sniper rifle would probably be good. And then if we need to, we can turn her over to... I think she gets like assault rifle down the line. So I'm going to grab a sniper rifle for now, because the snipers are very powerful. So we grab that. So she gets the sniper rifle. Dietrich's Anarchist Shaman, what are we going to him? Meltdown, level 2. Dietrich's Electro Core spell now strips 1 armor from the affected target. That's actually pretty nice. Dietrich trains further throwing weapons, increasing his accuracy of throwing knives. Now I'm going to grab his spells and increase his spell damage, because when we need to use it, it needs to have an impact. And her pistol specialist Glory gains a pistol ability. Firepower round does additional 2 damage and pierces up to 2 armor. Costs 1 AP with 2 cooldown. Or we can get Razor Specialist. Glory gains melee attack, a razor slash followed by a kick. Pierces up to 1 armor. May do AP damage. Okay, so that's for her melee. That's for pistols, both of which are nice. The problem is, like, we don't have a lot of... So after this, carries a premium medikit on each mission. Trauma Specialist 1. Glories a golden trauma kit on each mission, which brings that back down teammates with 50 HP, percent HP. So I replace a basic. So these basically flip her basic medkits. So if this is the thing we need to focus for her. Do we take her melee, or do we take her pistols? Because either one is going to be the thing we want to focus for her in. I like the idea of having a hardcore melee expert, to be honest, because we've got to have magic range. Once we can, I think there's a point where we can get her with assault rifles. So once she gets the sniper rifle or assault rifle, that's going to be our range character. Magic will take care of, and then she's going to be up close and personal. And I like the idea of having melee, so let's confirm that. Okay. Can't take anything else. Confirm all. Get they're done. Yeah, they're all done. Okay. Let's see if there's any new dialogue options with the locals. Hello again, Mine Fraud Line. How can I help you? How is Silk doing? Yes, you mentioned that you had sent her. I don't know what you told her, Black Knight, but whatever you said, it works. Silk's determination is truly inspiring. A cram habit is a difficult thing to beat, but I have no doubt that she'll make it. Let's talk about the organisation. How much money do we have? You check donations. Yeah, let's give 15 UN. Thank you, Mind Fräulein. We'll go a long way, no problem. Always happy, contribute to a good cause. Now let's talk about something else. Okay, just passing by. The Otro puts an potters about. He's asked for a joint, complaining loudly. He seems heavier today than when you first met him, and he takes your approach as a reason to seat himself and rest. I understand they put you in charge of Monica's outfit. Word travels fast around here, you say. Hell, an old man farts and the kids across town complain about it. You need something from me? How are people handling the loss of Monica? I think most are still in shock, but just you wait. They'll pass and then the panic will settle in. Few folks have any real discipline around here. Monica kept them calm by keeping them safe. Now that she's gone, they're going to start realizing that what a heap of misery this blasted city can be. How about you? How are you feeling? You're exhausted by this prospect of change. Damned F state. Really didn't matter that much to me, but to the rest it's going to be a different story. Monica kept this place in one piece. She read the flux like a bird reads the wind or a fish reads the current. Without her, there's no telling what's going to happen. Anything else you want to draw about? I'd like to hear more about you. Let me guess, you want to know how I lost my leg? If you're offering, you say. Might as well hear it from me than one of the addle-brained kids running around. Lost a leg during the first Euro War, if you must know, in a bombing. Now you need something else from me? Nope, didn't mean to bother you. Okay. Does this go? The Wind Killer. There's the statue. Phone booth. Hit up all the NPCs. The girl with the chip in her head stands with her eyes closed, looking back and forth. She looks so frail that a light breeze may knock her over. But somehow she stays on her feet without, whether by coincidence or some kind of preternatural junkie awareness. She opens her eyes when you come near. I know you. Maybe by face, but not by name. Black Knight. Name's Black Knight. Try to remember it. I'm Black Knight. Pleased to meet you, Miss Kim, which means Kimmy, which leads to Simmy. Simmy Kim is what most people call me. But you think I don't know why, but I do, Monica explained. So what have you been up to, you say? Girl absently fingers the chip jack in her temple. I wanted to escape with the children and the captain. We had to get away from the soldiers out of Austria. But it was wrong, all wrong. I was taking them over the mountains, but it was the wrong way. I know it was. It would have taken us straight into Germany, not Switzerland. We should have taken a train, gone to Italy. We would have been safe. I didn't want to end badly, so I turned it off. Zach sold me something new in it. I felt strong. I have a son, and he's destined to save the world. I have to protect him because the machines are coming back to kill him before he can become a man. Ah, that's a Terminator reference. I won't let that happen because in there I'm strong. Though Kim's words are bold, her trembling voice and body portray someone aching for a fix. How do you feel about Monica's death? Kim hugs her arms close to the body, sad. She never got to have a family. She'll never get married, never be a mother. She seems she was the mother for the whole bazaar, you say. Kim nods her head almost dumbly, her eyes unfocused to the ground. Monica said a mother is always a mother, always. She hugs herself tightly and stares blankly at the ground. I'll catch up another time. Okay. Just seeing if there's anything new that we can do. Is this statue new? More Bazaar Monument. Okay, so that's the same. Walk away, nothing on the phone. We couldn't find any phones or anything in the first map. What's down here? Okay, some kind of establishment. Look like a pub. Kitchen in the back. Okay, so we can only talk to this person. Lucky Streak. A young woman stands at the bar smoking cigarettes. You've seen her face before. Lucky Strike. One of the mercenaries from Monica's files. A plum of blue and grey smoke spills from the corner of her mouth. She turns attention to you. Hey, a distinct circuit pattern tattoo that lines her face simmers and pulses of light. You need something? I don't believe we've met. I am Black Knight. Yeah, I know who you are. She takes drag. How are you holding up, champ? I heard what happened to your boss. It happens. Running in the shadows is a dangerous line of work, you say. She smirks and lets smoke escape from the corner of her mouth. Don't I know it? So, you need something, or are you just going to stand there staring? Why did you bring up Monica? Did you know her, you say? I met her a couple of times, seemed nice enough. She takes another drag of cigarette, but I mostly knew her reputation. You can't live in this area without hearing about the Queen of the Bazaar. She pauses and slowly lets the smoke escape through her nostrils. Can't say it, but I was a fan. That's your prerogative, but then you didn't really know her. That's true, but I do have eyes, and I can see what's been happening in the bazaar since she got geeked. Whole place is falling apart, isn't it? And why do you think that is? Monica helped a lot of people. Now that she's gone, she can't anymore. Simple. My guess would be that a variety of factors are to blame, but it sounds like you're going to blame it on Monica. Let's go with that one. She smirks at you. Oh, to say, all right, let's assume that there are a bunch of different things going on. It doesn't change the fact that the illustrious Frau Scuffer made herself into a leader here, and guess what? In an anarchistic system, there isn't supposed to be any leaders. Lucky Streak taps on her cigarette and leans towards you, a predatory gun on her face. You and your friends, you followed Monica too, obeying her words without question, right? She was our team leader. Of course, we listened to her, not without questions. Not without question, there was debate, you say. Yeah, there was debate. And in the end, these debates, Monica would put her foot down and you'd wind up doing whatever she said, right? She smokes at you, don't bother answering. It was a rhetorical question. For such a rabid anarchist, your friend seemed awfully comfortable being in power, kind of contradiction in terms that you think. Yes, actually, all your points are valid, fair point, but you aren't going to change my opinion of Monica. No, I don't, and don't think you don't think you know a damn thing about who Monica really was. Fair point, but you ain't going to change my view about Monica. Let's go with that one. She was my friend, after all. I wasn't trying to remarkable thinking about living in a free society where you are allowed to have different opinions. He shrugs. Don't take it personally. I'm sure that you wouldn't like my friends either. One last thing, Black Knight. I can't stop you from stepping to fill her shoes. You're already doing it. Make it all the same moves that she did. A word of advice, though. Don't take too much on yourself. Spread the responsibility around. Good of you to care. She turns away. I don't, but in a place like this, stacking too much power on any one person is dangerous. Not just for that person, but for everybody. The last thing that we would need is for you to eat a bullet, and then the whole place would fall apart again. She does make actually quite a valid point. It does seem that a lot of people within the bazaar became very dependent upon Monica to actually solve a lot of issues. Right. I'm going to see if I can sell some stuff. I might try and sell my base handgun. Let's see if we can sell my base handgun to get a bit of extra change. I have cash. I need weapons. Sell me your goods. Right. I can't sell it. Ah, that's annoying. That's tactical armor. Grants additional XP. Right, so we can't sell items. That's good to know. Dancer's bag. Toss in 5 yen. Always help those in need. Because you never know when they may have to help you. Who's this? Camille. Didn't see her last time I was here. Can't talk to him. Oh, that was the daughter, the niece of the person that runs the inn, isn't it? Yeah. She tips you an invisible hat. Hey there, remember me from the calf? Name's Camille. How are you looking? Are you looking for something? Depends. Is there anything I should be looking for? She titters. Volunteering information. That's bad for business. Unless Ultug wants me to tell you something, but that's rare. I'm just his ears and hands outside the calf. He's got enough of a voice all by himself. He doesn't seem to be afraid to use it either, you say? Not in the slightest. Since you just moved here, I have some advice. If you haven't guessed already, he's got fingers in a lot of pies. I see what happens when he doesn't approve of someone or something. Piss him off can't be worth it, and at the very least, you can't be able to get good coffee in a town again. She grins cheekily. So what's the story between you and Ultug? She grins and winks at you. Oh, surely you've guessed. You're not serious. Isn't he a little old for you? She whoops loudly and pats her on the side. Oh goodness, no listen, it's not like that. I'll tell you all about it sometime. But there's no need to worry about the nature of our relationship. Purely business, I assure you, she winks again, chuckling still. I'll tell you all about it sometime. Right now, I have some errands to run. Come over sometime and we can chat over hookah or something, ja? She lazily tips an invisible hat before turning on her focus to the comm on her wrist. Okay, we can go in there if we want to. Let's hit up the traders. Welcome back. What can I do for you? I acquired this drone. Can you get it up and running again? Yeah, probably. It may take me a bit of doing though. I love working on these old corp drones. Can't make you any guarantees, but it's either way. It'll be on the house. I'll leave it in your hands. Hang on a second. There's something else that I want to talk to you about. I'm in the market for something exotic. What kind of tech do you carry? Anything and everything needs a new deck, some software perhaps. I'm a girl. She taps a painted fingernail against the mould. It all sounds whiz to me. Let's see what you've got. Okay. I want to grab that for a start. We've got the drone. I can afford it. I can't afford it with that. If you get a new deck, which would be useful, or we could get. That's the thing. I'm gonna get a new drone with the one that's repaired, but not yet. I want to grab a health kit as well for my drone. Actually, I'll grab 2 of the cheap ones. I can't afford the newer stuff. The B class. I've got a C. I'm going to get an old one as well. And I'll grab. Yeah, I'll grab a new deck. It's better than the one we have, gives us more health, more action points, more evasion. It's better than the basic one, so I'll grab this one here. Confirm. My current gear is not good. Armor 1, no basic, so this will get our armor up and give some more intelligence. Right, let's take that out and we'll put the better deck in. When it comes to consumables, I'm going to take that out. I'll take the stimulants out. And we'll grab a couple of basic drone repair kits to put in. And what else? And I will grab some cram just in case of emergency. Okay. Have you got the drone fixed yet? These things take time. I make progress though. Okay. There's one other place I want to go. Where is it? He was around. Here we go. Yeah, see if they have any new dialogue. Absinthe turns to face you. She takes care to avoid looking in your eyes. Black Knight, pleasure as always. What can I do for you? I'm looking to buy some magic. Then you can talk to Algernon. That's all I need to. Okay. I have some questions if you don't mind. You are in luck. I have a great many answers. Can I see what you're selling? Okay, so he doesn't have any questions besides that. Okay. Apprentice outfit. Nothing. I can't use any of these myself, really. I was wondering if they had any dialogue. We could go to the doctor. I don't think I have enough money left to buy any upgrades. But we could give a shot at looking at it. If I was going to buy anything, maybe some... What would I want to get? Probably an improvement for my my decaport, perhaps. Okay. Welcome back. What can I do for you, my friend? Systematic auto-injector hyper. I found the schematic. Think you can hook me up with this? Wait, what's the schematic do? This schematic is a piece of cybernetic bodywear. This device produces a steady supply of street drug known as hype and stores an internal reservoir until accessed by the user. Okay. So if we wanted to get an update, yeah, we haven't got nearly enough money. Need some supplies, so we can't sell anything. Oh, Eustace, sell items. Okay. So we can get a little bit of money. Yeah, let's... So we had to go back to someone else to get that. Okay. So he's got basic stuff in here. And if we wanted an improvement to our cyberware, what would we want? iData Jack. So basically you could twist that out for something better, because like if you want having something in your head that's different and you don't want to have the data port. What would you want if you want any sort of enhancements anyway? Probably something like an iData Jack or an induction data jack for our hands. Schematic auto-injector hyper. I found this schematic. Think you can hook me up with this, Chrome? Very nice. Design appears to be simple enough. Yes, I could be able to provide you with this. It won't be cheap though. Okay. So there. And that's the basic. Auto-injector here. When triggered, accuracy is increased by 6% and incoming damage is increased by 3 for 3 rounds of combat. So basically we increase our accuracy and incoming damage is increased by 3. So we take more damage. Interesting. Right. Gonna go and sell some stuff because I need a little bit of cash and I want to clear out the useless items I'm not using. So we get to here. Let's see. Let's sell that. And we'll sell the basic pistol. Besides that, and secure the basic clothing, you don't need it either. Okay, so sell. Have a little bit of money now, 836. We could grab something to drop down the heats. Let's go programs. That was just the alarm, yeah. What else would we want to pick up? Basic heal would be nice, probably. Yeah, we'll grab the basic heal. And we'll grab... What items do we already have? Oh, we can't look at programs, equipment. No, we can. Got that, and that's it. Okay. So we take that, and then even AoE spell. So I like that. Powerful attack directed at one target, doing 75, because it's good for smashing through tough foes. We grab these two. There we go. Confirm. And we'll get down into the base. Okay, let's talk to this. Let's talk to Blitz, this monkey. Blitz looks at you as you approach. The table beside him is littered with cigarette butts and a data jack cable dangling from a portable terminal set up at his side. Hey Chief, you need something? Just checking in. You doing alright? Now that everything's settled in, now you're all settled in, I've got some questions for you. Any thoughts about the last run that you'd like to talk, like you'd like to say? Let's go with this one. Now you're all settled in, I've got some questions for you. Blitz glances wistfully back at the terminal on the table, then turns back with a sigh of resignation. I suppose, but try to keep it short, Chief. I've got things to do. How long were you in the Dragon Kippy? I ended up there after the Anarchist Revolution of '39. I was just a kid back then, too young to realise how good I was, how much money I could have made working the shadows. He shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. And so, bringing young and dumb, I fell in with the gang crowd, and that was that. You were a member of a drug gang, why should I trust you? Why wouldn't you, Chief? I mean, just look at me. He does his best to give you a winning smile. I'm a trustworthy guy. Prove it. Tell me about the gang you ran with. Well, I don't know all that much, Chief. I wasn't a member of the gang leadership or anything. I'm not really sure why you care either. Consider it a test. I need to know where your I need to know where your loyalties lie. Let's go with that one. I don't leave it. I'll leave you be. Doesn't matter why I care. Let's go with that one. Your size. If that's what it takes for you to trust me, fine. Anything for you, Chief. Where shall I begin? When I first arrived, I spent some time trying to taking in the lay of the land. The Hazen were still a pretty small gang, strictly streetwide level, but I could see where they were going places. I did a little pro bono decking for their leader, a fat little dwarf named Dirty. Soon enough, I was part of the family. For a drug gang, the Hazen were decent enough folks. I made a lot of money with them, helped them take the hotel in the first place. We had a lot of good years there. Then Dieter was killed in a firefight and our happy little family fell apart. Was that when the hotel got attacked? Bits takes a deep breath, sifts his weight from one foot to another. Not exactly. Tarzan maintained a hold on Kipper, but the change in leadership was bad news for me. After Dieter kicked the bucket, his second in command took over. She was a real piece of work, called herself Luster. Leone Luster. She had a vicious streak a mile long, and she was not fond of me. Did she turn on you, you say? Immediately, I don't know why. Maybe she felt threatened by my friendship with Dieter back before he ate the bullet, or maybe she was just jealous of my rugged good looks. Who the hell knows? The point is, she went after me vigorously. Within 24 hours after Dieter's death, I had a price on my head, and then the hotel got taken over. So that's what you need to know about the Harzen. They're a great gang, a powerful gang. I helped to make them that way. Then they had the management turnover and everything went to hell. So, yeah, I'm going to pretty much guess that he sold out the other gang. Like, they came after him and he got them wiped out. Blitz rocks back on his feet, his hands in his pockets. That's it. End of story. Anything else you want to talk about? Wait a second, that isn't it. There are some pretty big holes in that story, you say. Come on, Chief, it's still ancient history. Wouldn't you rather talk about the future? The runs we're going on, all the money we're going to make. Blitz, tell me what happened between Luster putting the price on your head and the hotel getting attacked. Alright, Chief, fine. If that's what it would take to make you happy. So I was in a bind, right? The members of Harzan were loyal to Luster. Like, the members of Harzan who were loyal to Luster were all out for my blood. None of the others were going to stick their necks out for me. The advantage of being a ganger is protection in numbers. When those numbers turn against you, you've got to get creative if you want to stay alive. What did you do? Biz taps the plastic of his data jack. What I had to do, Luster had declared war on me, so I retaliated and I won. All without firing a shot. That's not an answer. Biz sighs. You wouldn't be satisfied until I spill it out, will you? Fine. I hacked Luster's computer and sent all of her information to a rival organisation. Remember Frank from the hotel? He was my liaison. They hit Harzan and they hit him hard. Then they took the hotel and then they took me. I'll admit the plan backfired a little. Served you right for ratting out your own gang. You're a traitor, Blitz. You probably did what you had to do in your place. I'd probably have done the same thing. Yeah, to be honest, if Luster hadn't turned him in the first place, he wouldn't have done anything. So he's not really a traitor because the alternative was dying for no reason. You did what you had to do in your place. I'd probably done the same thing. Let's set aside for leave. Thanks, Chief. I knew you'd understand. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to what I was doing. He gives you a light salute. We'll talk later, I'm sure. And Chief, I'll be glad to be a member of the team. I don't think he has anything else to say to us. Any thoughts about the last run you'd like to share? Well, Chief, I wasn't around for most of it, but you got me out of the hotel, and that's that. You got my eternal thanks. Talk to you later, Blitz. Okay. So he seems professional enough. There's Dante. You look down to see a pair of bright eyes set into the scruffy face looking back up at you. Dante, Monica's dog. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. For some instinctive level, he must know that his master is gone. Dante lets out a small whine and rubs his head against your leg. Pet him. Yeah, pet him. I mean, what can we do? Like, we can play dead, or tell him to stay put, sit, play dead. Let's try play dead. He seems to know that one. Sit. He sits. Good dog. Pet him. Let's talk to Dietrich. Hey boss, Dietrich gives you a slight nod. What can I do for you? How are you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death harder than the others did. Dietrich shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, not harder, but I've less buttoned up than the others are. Aika never let herself show any weakness, and Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. He shrugs. Me, I don't give a damn. I've spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to front a punk band way back when. believe it or not, I spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living it up with our fans' expectations, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. Wait a second, you can sing? What was the band called? Maybe I've heard it. Let's go with that one. Ah, damn it, boss. We never really got any airplay. Since when did airplay have anything to do with good music? Fair point, boss, alright. I'll tell you, the band was called Messkampfear, spelled just like it. Messerkamp, spelled just like it sounds. In big capital letters and exclamation points. We weren't a big act or anything. We sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. Some story you'll hear from a bunch of other washed-up old relics, I'm sure. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36, spent most of our time slumming it around the East End, and picking up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. He shakes his head. Truth be told, the whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame, and we saw as shit didn't do it. We didn't care about money. All that mattered with us was staying young, drinking, and drunk and angry. He takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands, a sad smile on his face. We managed a second too. Good God, where has the time gone? He chuckles. Didris takes himself out of his reverie and looks back to you as that familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Well, anyway, boss, anything ends eventually, and I washed my hands for all this years ago, so let's change subject if you don't mind. Wait, you can sing? You say? He regards you with a critical eye. I was in the front man with the punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. He grins, but I wasn't half bad at riling up a crowd. How did you go from fronting a band to running in the shadows? Wasn't as big as a leap as you'd think. I already had a healthy disrespect to authority, and I had the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your ideal happy, it doesn't matter what you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant, and as long as I'm scrapping with someone bigger than me, he doesn't much care whether I did it on stage or in the shadows. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer. He shrugs. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. Could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Caused my family didn't understand, but the hell with them. I thought I knew what I was destined for great things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased and rewarded me with magic. I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls, and so on. He shrugs. A simple life, a good one. Any thoughts on how the last round? Any thoughts about the last round that you'd like to share? Well, we found Winters. That's something, I guess. This whole thing has me feeling uneasy, boss. But at least we have a direct look in. So long, Dietrich. Okay, take it easy, boss. Rightio. And that's our equipment stash. Let's quickly check Monica's terminal. Anything new? Center to operations, and you last link to memory of Monica. Her fortune words live on in the machine, and at times it's easy to forget that she's gone. Like, you have 0 unread messages. Check the inbox for new messages. You have no new messages, okay. Access to Shadowlands BBS. Shadowlands connection established. Spoof 1. Claim payment for sold paid data, perhaps. Sold antique delivery schedule. Winning bid 550. They took 55. We got 495. Okay, good to know. Any keywords? Where to find elves? This is Is there any elf clubs or bars downtown area? I really want to meet one. They're just so beautiful. Maybe we can go dancing, do elves. Like dancing? There's one on Tosper, bring a bouquet of roses. Elves like love a romantic. The elf clubs I know of are members only due to creepy groupies like you. Not really appealing when a guy is only after them for the sake of their ears. No, Fred, client screwed me. Beano. Beano is a fraud. I broke my first rule. Always get full payment up front. Left me hanging for 50% of the cash after I completed the job. I'm sure he'll be changing his name by the time this post goes up. Male elf, brown hair, golden eyes. Look to be in his mid-30s. Be careful who you work for out there. Never thought I'd see you admit to a mistake on here. Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep an eye open. We'll forward any info I come across if you're still looking for the collect from the guy. ProSort sent you some surveillance footage. Is this your man? Sure is, nice one. I'll split the take with you if this lead pans out. Good to find there's still some honour amongst runners. Okay. And that's done. I don't think there's any more files. Let's see. No, that's all the same. So that's all the same. No new data. We got a bit of money from that. Okay, there's nothing in here. I'm going to put a cut in here. Just so that we can take our time with the nasty people and then do the next mission. But I've been Cornish-knight, this has been Shadowrun Dragonfall, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.